Hey guys, my name is Abigail Koshu and today I am here to talk to you about my book called Circe by Madeline Miller. What the heck? Oh, that's me alright. But anyway, as I was saying, my book is called Circe and it is by Madeline Miller. It is a fantasy book and it is sort of like a retelling of two epic technically one, since there's just two titles of this epic poem, but it talks about the same event, if you know what I mean. But anyway, let's discuss the characters. So the characters in Circe are very complex in their own way. Like, they each have their own level. I don't know why they quote, but they each have their own level of complexity. And yeah, let's get into it. So first of all, our main character, Circe, who is, a goddess, she encounters so many mortals throughout her immortal life, and we're seen by how this affects her throughout the book. There is even a point in time where she has to ask herself, what is the difference between a man and a god? Because she struggles with her divine nature versus her human experiences. Because being around mortals for so long, like, it made her feel like there was no difference, but at the end of the day, she had divinity in her blood and there was no escaping that for her. Because she had divinity in her blood, well, first of all, let's break down who even is Circe. Like, I've already been talking about how she's a complex character and all that, but who, like, is she? Well, Circe is the daughter of Helios, the
god of the sun,
and Perseus. I'm so sorry. Percy, an ocean nymph. Together, these two, well, this titan and this nymph made Circe's sister, Circe's brother, Circe's other brother, 4 witches. Now, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, because there's a difference between Circe and her siblings. As I said earlier, Circe, like, struggles with her divinity, and she has this big question at the back of her mind that she's afraid to say out loud. Until, one night she did, but it's the difference between a man and a god. For Circe, they're not that different, to be honest. The only difference is that, well, gods don't die and mortals, well, they go to the underworld. But for Circe, she's always felt like she was sort of in between, because, well, first of all, she was born with a mortal voice. Well, to be honest, I think that, like, when they said that, they were talking about how she's not as beautiful as most, children of nymphs are, because, nymphs themselves are beautiful. But, like, we can see how she struggles with this. She's like, so, like, here's being a god, and then here's being a mortal. She can't be in between, but she feels as if she's not on either side. Which is why I say that this book is filled with so many complex characters, because the main character is the most complex of the complex. But, oh my goodness. When we get more into it, it's just a whole lot of complex. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that because Circe had siblings that, like, were witches like her, she was accepted. She was not. I'm telling you now, boys and girls and Mr. Lermel. She was not accepted at home at all, which is like, oh, that really hurt my heart, because, how are you not, it just hurt my heart because she doesn't feel like she's okay, here's divine beings and here's mortals. She does not think she's on either of my palm, guys. She thinks like she's in the middle. Like, she sees herself as like something neither divine nor mortal, which is really confusing because like, if you're not divine or immortal, what are you? You know? This is actually the big question that she asks herself throughout the whole book. You know, because how I mentioned earlier, she has so many human experiences. How is that not gonna mess with your brain, guys? Don't even look at me and tell me that it's not gonna mess with your brains, because I know. Especially if you're a being that like stays alive for, you know, thousands of years. So, I'm defending my girl too much. It's just the way she's written, man. It's just, she's such a complex character and I love it so much. I mean, hey, I'm doing a book report on it and how much I love it. But the settings in this book is also what like really caught my eye with it, because I can't even, after she, okay, so to get you up to date, she feels as if, you know, she has no place at her own home, which is really sad. So I mentioned before that from her mother and father, they were witches, right? Well, they did exactly what you're guessing witches do. And Circe, oh my poor Circe, she was the only one who was banished because of her powers, because she was the last one to like find out what she was. All of her siblings knew already, and when the time came for her to find out, she used her powers to do something to this other nymph. Her name was I'm gonna just put the text up here, you can try and read it for yourself, but yeah, that was her name. And anyway, after she did what she did to, yeah, she was banished because, girl, okay, I'm making it sound like she like made her shampoo into like glue or something, but she did not do that, sis. She did do something like according to her shower routine, but hey, no spoilers. Read it yourself. But the settings, after she did that horrible thing, she was banished to the island of Iaya, where she was isolated for so many years. The only visitors she had were the mortals that passed by and the Olympian Hermes. It's like her isolation forces her, it basically forces her on her journey of self-discovery and empowerment, because my girl is empowered. That's right. I don't know why I did that, but she is empowered. Like, oh, let me pull up a map. Is the map pulled up? Anyway, wait, maybe a few more seconds. But after she was banished to Iaya, as I said, it forced her into her journey of self-discovery and empowerment. But anyway, I rate this book a 5 out of 5. I do not think that this would hold up well in today's society. Like, I believe it would hold up well among like those who believe in like equal rights and stuff, but it's just the way the main character Circe is portrayed. She's like very empowered in the book, and we see her grow through this. We see her grow into the strong woman that she is towards the end of the book, and it did not come easy at all. So, and to be honest, that's why I really like this book, because it's like very real about her struggle and how she became so empowered in the first place. Okay, thank you for watching.